Hello, good day everyone. How are you all today? I really hope you all are doing fine and also doing alright. And I'm Hussein and I'm back again to bring you all the closing of the bell for the week, in which we are going to cover the week, what actually happened this week, how our week was, what sort of opportunities that actually appeared, and how it actually impacted in the stock market and also forex market. Alright, so like usual, I will be covering through the economic calendar to giving you some of the clue fundamentally and also sharing with you the technical aspects that were actually driving the market into its direction. All right, so on the 11th, on the 12th of May, we had a consumer price index, as we were talking about it, that we are gonna expect this into be the red zone, and as expected it was actually in the red zone because consumer spending has dropped due to all the lockdowns, right? So all in all, it was into the negative territory from USA, and also we had got many of these Federal Reserve committee members. They gave speeches and they gave to talk about the economic projections, what are sort of the measures that are needed in a way to provide more stimulus to the economy, right? Then we had got the federal budget released, in which they did say that they will be providing more stimulus. That means more stimulus in terms of providing more funding to the economy to get through this pandemic, right? So all that was the good news. Then we had Reserve Bank of New Zealand actually interest rate decision. They did not make any changes, but at the same time they did spoke about the economy has been actually impacted, but in a way to overcome that, they actually came up with a plan about $50 billion in a way to provide the stimulus, fiscal policy in a way to stabilize the economy. So that was the action taken by the New Zealand. And we also had manufacturing production from England, but then the GDP was to the downside as expected year on year. So like central bank did mention that they are not going to cut the interest rates yet, but they will see how is the further in terms of further measures that need to be taken into control. But but overall, this GDP is expected to fall even further. So we could be seeing another 1% down the following month. So maybe next month could be 6.7% or somewhere around there. We will see the numbers when they come out. And then industrial production from Eurozone on the negative zone as well. Then we had producer price index into the negative zone from USA, and Fed Chair Powell testimony, which he did mention that no further cutting down the interest rates, but then he mentioned that he feels fear that economy will be shrinking. That means it will be going to the downside. That was his initial announcement that actually he made, which was the negative comments whereby the stock market also actually started to drop. If you could see in the price section of the stock market, Dow Jones Industrial Average, technology stocks, all in all, actually they went down a couple of percent, all right? But then again, the following day, what has happened is that Donald Trump announced that they will be providing more stimulus. You see, there might be the Congress, it's just what they need to take an action together with the understanding of the central bank. They will be actually doing in terms of providing more stimulus to stabilize the economy and also to make sure that they get through this pandemic. Then Australia dollar was the weakest one. Why? Because about 500,000 about jobs were lost in Australia, and unemployment rate actually raised to 6.2%, but the projection was 8.3%. So this was still an okay report, but this was a bit messy one. A lot of people have actually lost their jobs. This is why Australian dollar actually really fall, right? Then initial jobless claims as expected, but it is actually lower than the previous one. About again 2.1 million people have actually filed in the unemployment claims, which we believe they will be getting the second round of paychecks. So all in all, this was for the US. So today we have got the most important data, which is retail sales. So retail sales basically is expected to drop about 12% of April, which is very much likely. So we expect a dollar is going to fall. So all in all, this will be the market driving data that will be coming up tonight, and I believe that most likely Euro USD or pairs like GBP, they will be actually rebounding, because yesterday they were the retracement. But now looking at the current structure, I'm going to share with you for, let's say, for GBP CAD. As you see, we are actually expecting for it to, these candles are closing out of this support. I'm going to expect this fall down probably next week, if not this week, but we're going to see a price action that is occurring right now. It is opening the door to the downside. CAD JPY, for CAD JPY, guys, we had a nice setup launched, which was given in here, sell order. It dropped about 70 pips, but it went pretty close to not to the TP2, where it did not actually hit. But however, the TP1 was taken. I believe if you would have adjusted your stop loss to the entry, this trade could have been a break even or profit if you take the trade, take profit one. Then for Euro USD, I see that it is ranging right now. Anytime soon, most likely tonight, when the retail sales are going to be negative from the US side, I believe that this will then rebound. So let's wait and see what happens next. So that if it's not, then from this level, it might need to drop one more level down and then rebound from there. All right. But however, it will be giving us a clear structure later on when the news is being released on retail sales from America. GBP USD, like we spoke, that we were actually expecting this to go up, but it did not happen due to this comments from the Bank of England. I see that this is opening the room to the downside. We can actually always check with my supply and demand. All right, so we're looking at the supply and demand. I see that it is in between the turncoat resistance and untested support, and I believe that once it breaks this support, the prices of the GBP USD are going to fall further next week. However, there could be a correction today because of the major news coming out today from the Bank of England. CHF JPY, we had a nice trade here within this week with a sell. Now it is in a rebound, corrective structure. I see that it is ranging right now, and I see that it still needs to make its way back to this it needs to break this level now in a way to find its clear direction to the downside, because the pattern has actually changed, right? So that's what. Now let's just have a quick look on Dow Jones Industrial Average, which actually rebounded yesterday after the comments from Donald Trump that they will be providing more funding and stimulus to the economy in a way to get through this pandemic. So now I see that it will be going up as for today, right? But overall, you see, it is currently slowly forming an uptrend, but like it's ranging. So we need to see a great signs of recovery. You see, Dow Jones Industrial Average has been actually 30% up since March if you have a look at it. And all in all, the reopening of the economies, you see, and also taking precautionary measures in a way to control this pandemic is very, very important. Right now, Wall Street, which is also is going to be opened on the 26th of May, announced by Donald Trump, and they will be doing precautionary measures how to actually get started with operations. So you see, if you see, like I spoke about it before, if March was bad, April was worse, and then I mean, if April was bad, March was worse, but see, like May, things are getting better, and we look forward to have a better month the following month, right? At least we'll have more time to take precautionary measures in terms of social distancing, in terms of using all kind of precautionary measures, using the mask. All of those things, even though the vaccine has not arrived yet, they are about 12 over. About so many companies actually undergoing through the process. But overall, I believe that now a market is more cautious. We are more cautious how to take precautionary measures in a way to control this. So slowly things are getting better, and then we believe that market will be picking up, and it is already showing us the sign of forming the price action that will be towards major recovery. All right. So that's all for the week, and I would like to say thanks to all of you for allowing us to share with you on weekly updates, daily updates, webinars, trading signals, market updates, all in all. And I really believe that it has been a full information that you all need in a way to become profitable trader. And we will be coming back again next week to bring you more updates, to share with you more setups, more webinars that will be also educating you and also helping you to become profitable. I will be signing off now, and I will see you guys next week. Till then, take care and bye-bye.